You always want to be sensitive to write laws that are targeting the problems that you're trying to fix, but not punishing good actors where they are and not opening up new doors, new problems in the service of closing others.
State Representative Sam Greco joined Free for All Friday for an inside look at the legislative process underway in Tallahassee.
State Representative Greco has introduced a bill, HB 1515, addressing criminal justice accountability.
It allowed for certain cases in certain circumstances to be brought up for prosecution by the statewide prosecutor in the Attorney General's office. The idea was that if there were an issue in a particular judicial circuit where a case was not receiving due attention, that there was another opportunity for that case and that victim to have their day in court.
State Attorney R.J. Larissa says he helped craft the bill.
Where the bill started and where it ended up were significantly different, and I credit Sam and the Attorney General and other folks that were involved, the governor's office, in working with us on that. I think it's a good bill. Everybody should be accountable. And, there's been issues with some state attorneys throughout the state of Florida in the past, and looks like another one's brewing now. And so, it's we don't have a problem with accountability. We just want to make sure that it's done in a reasoned and in a way that is feasible for it to be carried out. And I think Sam's done a good job putting that together.
HB 1515 is currently in the Criminal Justice Subcommittee. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, April 14th. This week on WNZF, speaking of animals, the Flagler Humane Society introduced its newest board member, Juliana Benedict. With over 30 years of experience in marketing and communications, Benedict shared her passion and vision for Flagler Humane Society's future.
I've worked with both Fortune Global 100s as well as small startups. So I know what it means to get the word out there and to talk positively about the impact that the Humane Society has on the community and its animals, not just pets, but animals in general. So I know that there's a bit of negative commentary out there, negative narratives, and they're really unfounded and unfair. And I invite people to come to the shelter, experience what the dedicated staff and volunteers do on a daily basis to help these animals.
Benedict is also taking a leading role in the newly established Strategic Planning Committee. She emphasized the importance of creating a clear roadmap to guide Flagler Humane Society's priorities.
So we are in the process of creating and developing a 3 to 5 year strategic plan that will really become the North Star of the Flagler Humane Society and help us to focus on our key priorities over the next several years.
Listen to Speaking of Animals every Saturday morning at 8 on WNZF or watch anytime on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Palm Coast fugitive 34-year-old Atticus Robert is arrested in Mississippi on a Flagler County animal cruelty warrant. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
A suspect that had been arrested for domestic violence. Deputies and detectives determined that he had also killed the victim's cat using blunt force trauma. Deputies did an outstanding job building this case to prove that he had committed this horrendous crime against this poor little animal and obtained a warrant for him. He became a fugitive as he had fled Flagler County, and he was caught in Mississippi. He's now in a Mississippi jail awaiting extradition back to Florida. We will not tolerate animal abuse or domestic violence.
There was a familiar presence at a recent school board meeting.
Former school board member Cheryl Massaro stopped by to discuss bringing the Catalyst program to Flagler County schools. The program is designed to help 5th to 9th graders who have struggled with reading.
Basically what it is, it's a 6-week program. It is free to our lower scale readers. There's no charge. They get 6 weeks of camp for 6 hours, 6.5 hours. They get lunch, they get their breakfast, they get a field trip every week, all right, and they get people that come in to speak to them. And it's based on not only reading, but gaining leadership skills.
Massaro stated that the program would require no additional financial input from the school district.
So why I'm here today is not only to introduce the program to all of you. Ms. Ramirez and I have been working on this recently, so she understands it a little better, but most of you have never heard of it before, and that's what I wanted to do. But also, if there's any way we can expedite the possibility of getting a free use of the 5 classrooms that they're asking for at Belterre Elementary School, because that has to be approved for facilities use. If they don't get the 5 classroom use, it's not going to happen. As simple as that.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Austin IV.
In other news, last week, Passport Incorporated told the Flagler Beach City Commission it could implement a digital paid parking system in 60 to 90 days. Commissioner stressed no decisions have been made and discussions are in the early stages. Passport serves 800 cities nationwide and says paid parking improves turnover, safety, and local business traffic. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
2 area teams pitched no-hitters last week in what will be remembered as Hitless Tuesday. In the afternoon, it was Flagler College softball. 10 in a row for Hunter. That's strikeout number 7. Called by yours truly, courtesy of the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. Saints freshman Alyssa Hunter threw the 7th no-hitter in program history, blanking Savannah State 8-0. Soon, Bulldog Ashley Pigeon will join them. In the evening, FPC Baseball hosted Fleming Island. Jordan Gonzalez hit a home run, and Brennan Striplin had 2 RBIs. Reggie Bass struck out 3 in 5 innings. Brody McGinty struck out 2 in the 6th, and Noel Hemmerly picked up the save in the 7th, as the trio no-hit the Eagles 4-1 for their 9th win of the season. They'll be at St. John's Creekside tomorrow to open district tournament play. Leah Stevens of Matanzas has thrown a few no-hitters in her day. Next year, she'll pitch for the Florida Gators. It's hard for her to contain her excitement.
Thinking about all the opportunities I have there and all the exciting things that are waiting for me at Gainesville, I really can't wait. I'm trying to enjoy the moment now and enjoy all the fun things I have here, but I'm really itching to go there because I'm just so excited. To think that these are my future teammates and to have that personal connection with them is really exciting, and to watch them play, I'm just rooting them on every chance I get.
Watch Leah in the WNZF Sports Network Game of the Week when the number 1 ranked 16-1 Pirates host 18-3 Atlantic Coast Wednesday at 7, live on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. State weightlifting championships took place this weekend. 3 county lifters found the podium. Jaden Sow of Matanzas and Cody Strasser of FPC finished 3rd in their class. Bulldog Matt McFall finished 4th. Tonight in flag football, Matanzas hosts East River, FPC hosts DeLand. Pirate baseball travels to Gainesville High for districts. This is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.